In the current crypto market, people are becoming a lot more careful. I mean, after you take a few hits from some bad investments, you kind of have to become more sensible. So nowadays, everyone is looking for tokens that actually have something behind them, not just hype, but a solid business model and a real ecosystem. Because when a token is tied to a working platform that's building something useful, that's where you usually see long-term potential. And today, I want to talk about a project that fits right into that category. It's called IntelOpera, and their native token is IOAI. And before we dive in, just a quick disclaimer that this video is not a financial advice. I'm not telling anyone to buy or sell anything. This is purely informational so you can understand what this project is and why it's catching so much attention. Now, IntelOpera is what they call a neural operating system. It's an enterprise-grade AI infrastructure that's powered by distributed intelligence. In simple words, it's a massive decentralized AI ecosystem that allows organizations to deploy, scale, and govern AI agents collectively. Now, what makes it special is that everything here is connected through the IOAI token. It's the central piece that powers the whole ecosystem. The vision behind IntelOpera is really futuristic. Most of today's AI systems are centralized. They're controlled by a few companies, and the data is locked away. IntelOpera wants to change that. They're creating a collaborative network where users, developers, and even infrastructure providers can co-create and co-own intelligence together. Their goal is to make AI open, composable, and economically aligned with everyone who contributes to it. If we look at what they're offering, it's actually quite impressive. They have a full marketplace of AI agents, prompts, and models, all of which can be combined into workflows. There's a coordinator, there's a router system that manages how these agents interact with each other, which ensures reliability, safety, and proper resource allocation. They have a GPU and model registry, which basically allows compute providers and model developers to register their resources, and everything runs through a reputation system that tracks performance, latency, and uptime. Now, let's talk about what really matters. The IOAI token itself. It's not just another token on the blockchain. This one has an actual utility. It's used for governance, for paying usage fees, for staking, and even for rewarding contributors within the system, within the ecosystem. Now, what stands out the most is its deflationary design. Every time someone buys this token, 1% of that transaction is automatically burned. That means it's permanently removed from circulation, which creates a long-term scarcity. And on top of that, there's a revenue-backed buyback and burn policy. So 30% of the protocol's revenue is used to buy IOAI from the open market, and then they burn it. So every bit of growth in the platform literally supports the token's value. And what's really clever is that this burn mechanism doesn't just happen when you buy the token. It's integrated into the ecosystem itself. Every future use of the IntelOpera token, whether it's deploying an AI agent, accessing GPU compute, or using enterprise level security features, they all trigger a 1% burn as well. So the more the ecosystem grows, the more tokens get burned, and that's how the community benefits over time. It's truly community-based because the value of the token rises with platform activity. And liquidity is 100% locked, which ensures that everything stays transparent and secure. Now, let's jump to their official website because it really helps put everything in perspective. Right at the top, you can see that you can see the key stats, and they're actually pretty massive. There's a 1% burn, which is clearly displayed, and it even shows that 2% of the total supply was burned this month alone. The platform currently powers over 127,000 active AI agents across 45 different industries. They have over 3.2 million network nodes globally, and their compute capacity stands at an insane 89 petaflops. That's a serious amount of computing power that is spread across decentralized GPU networks. There's also a live countdown that shows when the full platform is launching, and it is backed by a real funding. We're talking about $17 million in seed funding, to be specific. And not just from anyone, they're backed by Andreessen Horowitz, Sequoia Capital, and Paradigm, which together contributed that full amount. They've already got over 500 enterprise clients, 47 Fortune 500 partners, 120 data centers, and 15 compliance certificates. So this isn't a random startup. It's a serious operation with enterprise level credibility. And when you scroll down the website, you can see the team section. The founders are fully doxed. You can check their backgrounds, their education, their experiences right on the site, and you can see where they're coming from. So the level of transparency that gives, it gives a lot of confidence in the project, especially since these are the people who work in AI and blockchain at high levels before. And on top of that, they are getting an audit of the IOAI token, which is scheduled by hash code. So everything about the token's contract will be verified for security and transparency. Now, one of the most interesting things here is the IntelOpera AI chat. It's already live and it is in beta. This is an intelligent assistant that is built for their neural OS, and you can ask about it. You can ask anything, whether it's decentralized AI, blockchain, enterprise integration. It gives you clear, informed answers. That's another major sign that development is already happening, not just planned. They also have a full pricing section. They have a roadmap, and you can see what's already completed and what's in progress. For example, in Q4 of 2024, if you talk about their milestones, like the core protocol architecture, smart contract deployment, and $17 million funding round, they are completely done. Right now, we are in Q1 of 2025. They're working on mainnet beta deployment. They're working on agent marketplace launch, and they are onboarding enterprise clients. And upcoming in the Q2 and Q3 of this year, they'll be scaling up with the public token generation event with decentralized governance, GPU network expansion, and multi-chain agent deployment. All of this continues to build more use cases for the IOAI token, which means more transactions, more burns, and tighter supply. When you click on the launch app button, you can actually see the live dashboard, and that's where it gets even more impressive. You can see the number of active AI agents, the compute power that is allocated. You can see the requests per day and over 8,000 network nodes in real time. There's a section that shows GPU utilization, storage usage, and model training activity. It shows their percentage all running live. You can even deploy a new agent. You can allocate resources, or you can view analytics directly from the dashboard. That's where the real utility of the IOAI token kicks in, because all of these actions are powered by it. Every transaction, every allocation, every deployment involves IOAI token. And each time that happens, 1% is burned. Another thing that is worth mentioning here is how IntelOpera has positioned itself for the future. They're not just focused on AI agents today. Their architecture supports future sub-projects too. Things like tokenized access to GPUs, enterprise-level security, neural agent deployment, and developer SDKs that make it easy for developers to build directly on the network. So it's not just a product. It's a growing ecosystem that could keep expanding as more developers and companies start using it. And again, the core idea stays the same throughout, that this is community driven. The token model ensures that contributors, whether they're developers, data providers, or GPU suppliers, they are rewarded fairly through usage and staking. And with the liquidity fully locked and the supply that is deflationary, the economics are designed to strengthen over time as adoption increases. So if you think about it, this project checks all the boxes that serious investors usually look for. A real working platform, strong funding, transparent team, growing adoption, and a token that's central to the entire operation. Every use case, from deploying an agent to scaling enterprise security, it runs through IOAI token. And every time it's used, the 1% burn makes the remaining supply scarcer. So overall, IntelOpera is positioning itself as a groundbreaking decentralized AI platform, and IOAI is the token that connects every part of it. It's deflationary, it's community based, it's backed by enterprise partners, and it already has a live ecosystem that is running. There's an upcoming audit by Hashcode. The liquidity is 100% locked, and the development, including their AI chat, it is already live in beta. Again, this isn't financial advice, but it's definitely one of the more solid and forward-thinking projects in the current market. When you see a token like IOAI that's built into such a massive infrastructure, it naturally draws attention, not just because of the hype, but because of the fundamentals. They make sense. It's a token that actually does something, and every bit of usage contributes back to its value. And that's what makes IntelOpera and IOAI worth keeping an eye on. Let me know what you guys think about this project in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one shortly. So stay tuned.